Howdy folks, Janos here. Welcome to part 3 of the Aussie Game Guys Talk Monster Hunter Try. This time we get into a little bit of a Diablos and I think an arena hunt, which goes very badly. Anyway, enjoy.
Alright, so we're back in town. What are we doing here?
Back in Locklack having ourselves a delicious meal.
Yeah, now, I think we've probably decided to hunt something weak against ice, because we've both got a barrier of weapons there.
I'm wearing Helios gear. I know it's not G-rank because I never could be bummed going to get all the plus Legicarus parts you need.
Legicarus parts?
Yeah, to plus the Ciadius gear you actually need Legicarus pieces.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Plus Legicarus pieces, mind you.
Yeah. Is it Legicarus or Legiacrus? I've never figured that out.
Big ass thunderfuck.
Big ass thunder bite nose lizard, that's what we call it. We get a slow motion of the big ass biting face shocker me lizard.
Yeah, he's just terrible.
Alright, I think we're going for Diablos. That's the only thing I can imagine we're going for here. So. Yeah, it's gotta be a Diablos nighttime. And I'm wearing Barroth gear there. It gives you, I think, adrenaline up and a couple other things. You do more damage the lower your health is, so...
It's never not useful unless you're dead.
Yeah, and I think this is not a G-rank quest. I think, I've got green sharpness there, so I'm definitely using pre-G-rank thing. So I never got my amber tusks.
Yeah. That's what the Barroth gear does. It gives you a marathon runner, so you can actually sprint for like twice as long with your stamina bar.
Yeah.
You can just run for days.
And I think it's also like hidden potential. What? Look at that!
Gored by an angry ass.
That's me realizing, alright, I gotta be a little more careful. This thing ain't got much defense.
Never understood why the desert just looks like it's covered in snow at night.
Oh, that's how deserts are, I think. They're all cold and shit at night. I mean, I spent... I spent a summer in subtropical Western Australia, and it didn't feel like that at night out there. The desert, it was still hot. It was hot all the time.
I bet you just loved it.
Oh, but I'm home now, nice and cool, no longer tropical.
Cool, 35-degree Mary Warren.
That's Celsius, by the way.
Yeah,
in case
Celsius.
you're thinking your water's freezing.
It's... no.
I don't know what the conversion is, but it's not
silly
cold.
is what it is.
Yeah. Right, so we're still just chopping away at the old thingamajig. Let's see.
Well, I think he just... yeah, he did... oh no, I must have Superman dived it. Whoa!
That's the cool thing about the Superman dive. When you start it, you're actually completely invincible for a few frames, so the monster will like go straight through you like it did just then.
Makes you look like a super badass as well.
Yeah.
Oof. Good dodge.
Yeah, well, you gotta dodge. You can't block with this stupid weapon.
What did I bring? Oh yeah, I brought Tusklands.
Yeah, you got...
I'm just blocked for days because I'm a big old girl.
Yeah. I think you got extra sharpness. Whoa!
Whoa, good break.
Cut his horn right off.
But yeah, with the Helios gear, I can't be I've got earplugs, so I can't get staggered all these screams. I've got sharpness, so I got up to... I can't remember what colour sharpness I had. But yeah, but my weapon dulls twice as quick for whatever that means. Doesn't bother me any because I can just sharpen it.
Yeah. So I get off a few good chops there, and we realise he's out of rage mode. See, Diablo spends a lot of time in rage because anytime he's not, sonic bombs. Anytime he digs, you just trap him straight away. It's like a free pitfall trap, pretty much. So bombs right to the face.
I'm not sure if he gets annoyed by that.
Yeah, he probably goes into rage like right away.
He does.
See that smoke coming out of his face there.
He's one of the few monsters that doesn't do a sonic scream when he's actually enraged, though.
Yeah, every time like Rathalos does it, he'll scream. You'll flinch, but yeah, no.
Diablos. I think Oregon might be the same as.
Oregon does that thing where he bashes the ground.
Yeah, but I think he does a sonic scream and then he slams the ground. So if you're in front of him, it's a bad time.
Yeah, because you get slammed.
You get big old...
So there's the sonic bomb again. So that's... if you ever hunt in Diablos, just bring a ton of sonic bombs. The only time they won't work is when he's berserked and you see that black smoke coming out of his mouth.
Diablos is kind of a daunting hunt the first time we try it, just because he's so aggressive and mean looking.
Yeah, he's always charging at you. He has his weaknesses. I mean, the sonic bombs. If he's still got his horns, he can get stuck in the wall when he charges.
Yeah, I don't know. I know there's a way to make it happen, but it's just I know I tried a couple of times. I just couldn't get him stuck in this game.
Yeah, there he is. He's exhausted. So I think that's when a lot of the bigger monsters get exhausted. They'll stand there for a good 10 seconds. So.
That gives you time to put a trap right under his legs.
Yeah, he starts digging there. We could have just sonic bombed him to do the same thing now, I reckon.
Yeah,
but...
I just wanted to give him a hand. Just get him in the ground. Oof.
Well, it hurt him more than it hurt me. I think I just do a big old wyvern type explosion on his face. I think it even takes off his horn.
Oof.
Yeah.
And it did.
Yep.
That's fantastic.
Horn off.
What's the file on that switch axe? Is it just power?
I think it's affinity, maybe? It's barrier, so it's probably affinity.
Affinities. Yeah, makes sense.
It's affinity or power.
And affinity, for anyone who's wondering, is crit.
Yeah, so you can tell when you've crit when there's a slight freeze frame when you hit an enemy and it does a crit. So anybody that's played Street Fighter 4 or whatever, when you hit somebody, you get that slight freeze frame. It does that on crits. So when he bouncing off his face repeatedly,
Just I'm gonna get you.
so I figure they might as well not stop because like some damage is better than none. I was like, what? He starts digging and he's still exhausted. So like, all right, we'll trap you again, bitch.
I don't think he quite figured out what we were doing because he's a giant, stupid, angry lizard.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I'm still totally blunt here, but I'm not bouncing off his face because of the sword mode. And there we go.
That's it.
Hunt finished. So.
Do you notice his eyes are like the size of a toe? They're so tiny in his giant ass head.
Rafflo's got tiny little toes.
Yeah. And then he looks up, you need to be fair! Because he has tiny toes.
There we go. I've all passed out on the bench there. He's like, I can get in on that trap.
Yeah, so I'll have a nap. But I think I'll have a quick drink first, and then I think I just pass the fuck out. I'm a lightweight. I can't.
What do you think? What was it that we hunted next? Did we go to the arena next, maybe?
Yeah, the arena's the next one.
That's right. And I figured we had the switch axe, the hammer,
Shield and
the lance, and the greatsword, and we literally just used switch axe and a lance, so we thought, I'll go hammer and greatsword. Not the smartest choice.
Yeah, what we should have done is used our what's it called?
Brains.
Brains. That's it.
Yeah, brains.
And what we did instead was use our manly cocks to think. So they told us to use the biggest, manliest weapons that we could get our clumsy, ham-fisted fingers around.
But that's the weapon I never actually made. It's poison on a greatsword, which I never really
understood.
Yeah, like here I'm so bad with it. I don't think I even get a poison off. I like the greatsword as a weapon, but this was just not a smart idea.
Yeah, we didn't think before our weapon picks before this hunt, and just so that you know what we're chasing after, it's Diablos.
It's a Diablos and an Uriga.
Because again, our manly muscles were doing the thinking and not our brains, and we were just like, totally take those big pussy ass monsters.
We can knock the hell down before I even start. At least you've already poisoned him, so...
Yeah, with my totally sweet poison knives.
Yeah, I'm going for the full perfect... I get the perfect charge off, I get nothing out of it. I think that's the way of things for, like, the first 4 chops.
Yeah. But it looks really cool that you can, you actually know what the perfect frame is.
Yeah,
Right,
because you've got to charge it up, and then... Oh, I missed it there. You've got to charge it up, but the maximum charge is actually a little weaker. You've got to, let it go... I think it's like a quarter of a second before there's a little flash. You know when you've got it, when you've done it right.
Yeah, you'll hear a little. It's like a sound cue.
Yeah, it's kind of the sound you get when you throw a sonic bomb. It's like a little. I don't think anybody saw that coming, especially me apparently.
Hidden strike from good old Diablos. Yeah.
Yeah. I saw him coming this time. Didn't have Uragon's huge ass in the way. And I don't know how many times we came close to dying without dying, or how many times we actually...
Oh! You're welcome.
Yep. Gives me some time to like, fucking heal this shit.
All I managed to do was piss off both of them, actually. They both went berserk.
Yeah, so you just made him angry, so...
If anyone's paying attention to what I'm doing in the backgrounds, for this hunt, it is exactly nothing.
Yeah, I don't think you really get... Well, dead.
Yeah.
Oh, that's one.
That's one. That's the first feint. It's alright, we got this. Good.
That's a waste of a max potion.
Yeah. Dropped off so soon.
Always loved this little animation.
Yeah. Wondering who pays the cats and with what to drag your limp ass out of the field.
What's left of the monsters. Here, you can have this. You know, what's left after they finish cutting everything off of it.
So, like, fecal matter and and like toes and eyes.
Yeah.
Like what's left of a chicken before they put it in your bucket.
Yeah. All right, I got the full,
The paralyzed.
full paralyzed. So this is the most powerful chop I'm pretty sure you can do. I get the full charge off. Great. That's the best you could probably ask for, and then just get
a little
wiped
greedy.
out.
But it's
Yeah.
alright because now how we succeeded this hunt was not like that.
Not like that. So that's me dying again.
But I think the secret to us finishing this hunt was actually all in between both of us just dying left, right, and center. One of the monsters actually manages to kill the other.
I think so. Yeah.
Because I think even before that point, I managed to land a couple of hits and you get a couple of chops off. And
Yeah,
then,
I think most of the damage on Uragon is just Diablo's charging through him.
And that was me just getting...
You did,
butchered.
so that's 3 down. It's like, alright, I got a good chop on his face. Okay, I've been knocked out of the corner.
It's alright.
What do I do now? What do I do? Fucking...
Smashed him by that big
Smashed
Flintstone
him.
fist.
That's just not a good situation.
Yeah, he's dead again. Straight back.
4 deaths. What is it to fail? Is it 5 or...
It's 5 or 6.
I think it's 5, so it's basically next one down, we fail.
Yeah. I'm surprised there's nothing left for the cats to scrape you off the arena floor.
Alright, so I don't really know why I'm laying a trap here because we've still got Diablo's pissed off here, so
Oh, it's because he's all tired, he's drawing, so we're like, yeah, that's a good opportunity, and then
Diablo sets off my bomb somehow.
yeah, he just turns around and the virile presence of his big manly horns is just what exploded them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now something we discovered, when
he just disappeared. People like, oh, I guess he's gone for now. He just came right out under him.
Yeah, I should have seen that coming. Like, remember how Sonic Bombs trap him in the ground? He got trapped by
Trapped by his mate Uragon.
yeah.
I mean, I guess they're not friends. They're just kind of in the same place at the same time.
Yeah, but yeah, that's good to know. Like, a monster's scream is also like a Sonic Bomb too.
Yeah.
I think small barrel bombs work like that as well. I'm not 100% on it, but
It'd be very hard to test.
yeah. All right, so Uragon's dead.
Killed by Diablos. Not either of us. Really not.
All right, 2 charges. 3 charges. This is like M. Bison all up in here. Motherfucking 4 charges. I'm just turtling up. He leaves me alone for a bit. 6.
To charge me.
Wait, that's not how you count. There's 6.
He's trying to gore me. Can we get a 7?
Got a 7, and I don't know how I didn't get messed up.
Well, that's...
He charged you 7 times in a row. So...
And then he butchered me with his big face.
And I think we just end on a really crappy... No charge or anything, it's just one of those... Yeah.
Yeah.
And you whacked him with a tail once at the end there, so...
That's with the third successive attack I got on either of those monsters. Because, I mean, I'm great with the hammer versus Uragon, which is all I was thinking, but then I kind of remembered that Diablos is bigger and meaner and...
Yeah, I'm not the like, Diablos is a monster that you, most of the time, you really want to block against, unless you're really comfortable with diving out of the way of his out of the way of his surprise
Charges.
attacks.
Yeah.